Hi there, this is Ahmed from WB Foundation, and today we are going to see and learn a little bit about mobile first indexing. So, a lot of guys have been asking me this question that they have recently got an email from Google Webmaster Tools or Search Console as they like to call it, is that Search Console has giving them a lot of new messages that mobile first indexing has been enabled on their website. So what is it, how we can be prepared for it, and what to do about it? Let's learn that in this video. So to do that, let me just explain you what is mobile first indexing. So previously the Google was crawling the web in a desktop first world. So what is desktop first indexing? Google used to crawl your desktop version and then determine the rankings, the Google search rankings for your website. If there was a mobile version available, then your website would and your search results would get a little bit boost. Okay, now let's talk about this new world, the mobile first indexing. Google would first crawl your mobile website. They have a different search crawler for desktop as well as mobile. So their mobile bot would crawl your mobile version first, then determine your search rankings. So this is the important part. They will first crawl the mobile site and then directly they will determine the rankings. And if there is no mobile version, then they will fall back on the desktop version. So everything relies and your search ranking relies on mobile now. So that's the mobile first indexing. Now, what are the important factors that you need to understand for mobile first indexing and how you can be prepared for the mobile first world? So there are 5 things that you need to do in order to get ready. The first is that you need to make sure that your responsive version is very light. You need to make sure that your responsive version delivers a great consistent user experience to your audience. People are using desktop to develop websites, but the users are using it on a mobile. Make sure you have AMP implemented accelerated mobile pages. For that, we would recommend our plugin that we create, AMP for WP. There are tons of other options that you can use as well. So this would make your website really good and a native to the mobile. Another third factor that you need to keep in mind is PWA. Progressive web apps are the future. Everybody knows that. We have created a new open source plugin for that as well called PWA for WP. The links are in the description below. You can figure that out. With one click, you can implement PWA on your AMP as well as non-AMP site. So it's pretty easy. Then the fourth thing is Lighthouse test. What is Lighthouse? Google has created this new testing uh, tool called Google Lighthouse, where it will give you all kinds of data and the improvements that you need to do. If you have a good developer or the team or the company who has backing you in your website, then I am sure that Lighthouse, you would easily pass the Lighthouse test. So if the Google Lighthouse gives you 90% plus score, it means you're good to go. The fifth thing you need to do and understand is accessibility and structured data. So accessibility is very important, and the structured data you can easily implement. uh, there are a lot of solutions for it. We also have a solution for that. Structured data is the data that helps robots understand the things about the web pages. So a web page could be a web page, it could be a local business, it could be a restaurant listing, it could be a real estate listing, or it could be a video. Structured data is how the robots understand and differentiate between all those web pages. So that is structured data. So if you are familiar, and if you are able to adopt these five things, I think you should be uh, good to go. You don't need to worry about mobile first indexing. And if you have just got the message from the Google Webmaster Tools and you have these five things implemented well, I don't think you need to worry about it at all. And if you have not gone through this list, and then so we would recommend you to just contact your team, your developer, or just ask your questions in the comments below, and I would happy to help you. Thank you so much.